So what if the Prince of Darkness took on the Magician?
なるほど。君の能力の正体は、ダブル、だろう。
Alright, what is going on, people? Today we're going to talk about Feitan versus Hisoka. Now, this is a match I've been wanting to do for a while, so as always, we're going to talk about their strengths, weaknesses, abilities, techniques, and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so first up we have Feitan. Now, to sum up Feitan in a nutshell, he's basically if Levi had a baby with Hiei. And you can see it in his character. He's cold, ruthless, and mostly cares about finishing a battle as quickly as possible. He's pretty much like the main badass in the show, in a sense. Yeah. But anyway, moving on, let's go right into his abilities. So, Feitan is a transmuter, and we have seen that he has one of the most lethal and potentially could be even the strongest Hatsu technique, which is his Pain Packer. Now, his Pain Packer basically works as sort of, if I were to relate it to something, it'd be like Counter or Mirror Coat in Pokemon, which is very, very lethal if you're not prepared for it. And along with this, he's also equipped with immense agility, stamina, resistance to pain. You know, he's a master swordsman, and he's a torture expert, and he's a very skilled Nen user overall. What's even more crazy is that his former comrade Finks implies that there are multiple forms of his Pain Packer ability, which could be even more devastating in a fight against Hisoka. So this basically means that besides his Rising Sun ability, he basically has more ways of transmutating his aura into something maybe even more devastating. I don't know, maybe like a tsunami or magma or maybe something that could possibly be more dangerous than his Rising Sun. Now, one weakness I could see in Feitan is probably during his not Rising Sun, during his Pain Packer ability, when he's conjuring his protective armor suit, I could kind of see that being a sort of hindrance if, let's say, Hisoka were able to, take it off of him or prevent him from protecting himself. He could, basically his counter ability would end up hurting himself. So I could see that being a weakness. Alright, so next up we have your boy Hisoka. Now, Hisoka, he's sort of this hormonal, masochistic, self-natured, he's a sociopath in a sense. He enjoys fighting for the heck of it and always looks for fighters with potential. And knowing Hisoka so well, we know that he likes to fight opponents that are essentially around his level or more than likely stronger than him. Which is why I think he wanted to fight Crollo, because he wanted, we could safely say he got wet, but he wanted to fight him, test his strength. But orgasms aside, let's get into his abilities and techniques. So, Hisoka is a transmuter, as well as just like Feitan. Now, being a transmuter, he can change the quality of his aura. And his main technique is his bungee gum. His bungee gum essentially makes his aura like gum. It's sticky, it can attach to things, and it's very useful in combat. So, his two main techniques are bungee gum and texture surprise. Now, texture surprise gives him the ability to sort of disguise objects and sort of like that, disguise and basically change up the texture of whatever he chooses, such as when he got his fortune from Crollo, he changed it with texture surprise, as well as his card book, I believe, in the Greed Island game. He changed that up as well. So it's a very, very useful ability, and who knows, you might be able to texture surprise a friggin' Feitan's suit, I don't know, but definitely come in handy. Alright, now one of the main problems I have with Hisoka is that he never once tries to go all out in his fights, and you know, I kind of can't blame him since his opponents are pretty much at a disadvantage and weaker than him, but you know, he never once chooses to use all his power, and I think that could be somewhat of a weakness and strength, but mostly a weakness, as he might possibly underestimate his opponent and use too little aura, but that's probably the only like downside I could see. Other than that, if he like survives a hit, he'll definitely adjust his fighting style to counteract whoever he's fighting, whoever he's fighting, such as his fight against Castro, and his fight against Gon, which he adjusted according to the level of his opponent. Alright, and with that being said, let's get right into the final verdict. Alright, so this one was a bit of a toughie. Now, after thinking about this fight and overall and like who would win, I kind of feel it would go 50-50. 50-50 in one outcome, and most likely Hisoka will win in another outcome. Now, here's why. I'll explain both. So, in the 50-50 outcome, I feel like if Hisoka weren't able to like essentially one-shot Feitan or disrupt his Pain Packer, then he would definitely die by that ability. I don't see any way he would escape it. I mean, I know Hisoka is pretty fast, or reasonably fast, but I don't think he'd be able to escape the range of the Pain Packer. So that's how I could see it going in Feitan's favor. Now, however, I also think Hisoka would most likely win the fight overall, and I say this because we know Hisoka likes to fight people that are stronger than him, and I feel like if he felt Feitan was stronger than him, he would have challenged him, you know? And I feel because of that reason right there, I feel that Hisoka probably has something up his sleeve, or something that could probably kill Feitan in one hit. Now, as far as the anime goes, we haven't seen anything that could suggest that, but we know he's hiding some immense strength, and he can definitely, we could definitely say that he's hiding some power. So yeah, so in the end, I think Hisoka would probably take it overall. Out of 10, probably 6 times out of 10, if he's able to one-shot him. But if not, then Feitan would probably scorch him with Pain Packer. Alright, so it was a pleasure talking about this topic with you guys. Hope you enjoyed. Quick shout out to my friend Anthony, who made me this beat. Very thankful for that, and hope to see you guys next time. It's your boy Junior Kai, signing out.
どんな能力でも関係ないね。ぶっちぎればいいんだからよ。
Ugh.